It's currently Mercury Retrograde, and I want to talk shortly about something we can experience during the Mercury Retrograde, which are insecurities. And I want to say, first of all, that our insecurities, we can have plenty of support, however, the insecurity is still there. It is present because it does not rely upon the validation of others. It actually relies upon something spiritual that is within ourselves and in our core, our very essence that relies on the way we think about ourselves. It sort of infuses the energy that we portray about ourselves, the energy into our thoughts. It's a fusion. And this sort of flow gets into disconnect. Not because we don't have validation from others, we might as well have it, and I'm not saying I devalue human connection, I'm just saying that the validation stems from inside your gut, inside your core, where it is. And this is the sole reason why even if people validate you, you might feel like you are just not there, it just does not align. And the Mercury retrograde can just sort of infuse a thought even further into your mind. And as a consequence, we start to fluctuate, we start to feel unstable, we start to feel like we're not worthy of doing what we are doing. However, it might challenge us at the same time. With Pluto in Aquarius, it's a very challenging time for the thought process as well as the knowledge, the vast knowledge, the expansion into who am I, what am I supposed to do, especially if you have that placement. An overall very triggersome theme, and it's only normal that it is so, since it covers the topic of our core, and it can be a very vulnerable topic if we lack introspection into that core of self. We, in our materialistic times, will live very strongly relying upon the ego, which is a materialism concept. Not a concept, it's a more materialistic way of living, more relying upon the resources. And I'm not saying that we should not rely upon the resources, I'm saying that this is totally right. We need to have an ego to survive in this world. We need to earn money to survive in this world. We need to do materialistic things to survive in this world, but what I am saying is that it can be very highly imbalanced, and when it is imbalanced and lacks introspection, we sort of forget ourselves. Solution: go outside, introspect, meditate, feel that inner sense within you, feel it and experience it as full as you can. Cry, let out the emotions, let out your fears, let out the vulnerabilities that you felt that were suppressed within, because this time can highlight also things that are suppressed within, especially with the Aries in Chiron. Especially if you have that placement, it means that it can trigger the healing process. Healing process is not the happy woo-woo, rainbows, unicorns. No, this is when we feel, when we fear, when we're angered, when we're irritated, when we feel like our value is not there. It's good, because it triggers a certain point that has to be seen. Why do you devalue yourself? Why do you see yourself in such a light? Have you been living for too long in certain dogmas that have outdated your soul, your very being? We are unique. You are unique to your own experience. And even though we are within the framework of material reality that we have to live within, to survive, to maintain ourselves, that are linked also to the ego, do not forget about your inner truth, about your core, about your self beyond the ego. Because it's important to balance these two out. If they're in balance, it shows us a strong insecurity. And that's a perfect time to see it, to witness yourself. Your liberation is not in the resignation. Your liberation is in witnessing the truth. Don't rush. Give yourself time.